Narendra Modi shared pictures of him from Lakshadweep. In a rare departure from his hectic schedule, the Prime Minister was seen trying his hand at snorkeling. Now, he was going on walks along with pristine beaches and enjoying what he called, quote-unquote, the moments of pure bliss. Reminiscing the joy of his visit, the Prime Minister called on those who wished to embrace the adventurer in them to put Lakshadweep on their wish list. But the Prime Minister's posts were rather benign. These were benign attempts to promote domestic tourism, a message that was well received. Lakshadweep climbed the charts on search engines. Travel agents saw sudden surge in inquiries for a lesser-known destination. Even celebrities came out to tweet about exploring the islands. However, somehow the euphoria managed to rattle some politicians in the Maldives. A member of the Progressive Party of Maldives, an ally in the ruling coalition, Zahid Ramiz, posted that the idea of competing with Maldives is delusional. He said, and I quote, "How can they provide the services that we offer, and how can they be so clean?" This was followed by another derogatory post from a Maldivian minister. This time it was Miriam Truna, who called the Prime Minister, quote-unquote, a clown, a post that was subsequently deleted. Retaliating to the hateful comments of Maldivian leaders, Bollywood actor Akshay Kumar came out in support of the Prime Minister, asserting that it's time to explore the islands in India. He also asked why India must tolerate such unprovoked hate. Subsequently, the Indian government also raised the issue with the Maldivian administration. In fact, today, the Maldivian envoy was also summoned by the MEA. He was seen entering the MEA and leaving within minutes. In fact, facing flat, the Maldives government has distanced from the comments which have been made by some of their ministers and insisted that the comments were only their personal opinion and do not represent the views of the government. The Maldivian government said that it won't hesitate to act against those making derogatory comments, and minutes later, the crackdown followed. The Maldives government has suspended 3 ministers from their government with immediate effect, which includes you have Mariam Shrinam, then you also have Mesha Sharif and also Mazhoom Majid.
The relationship between Maldives and India is a very strong and a very close relationship. I myself have seen how this relationship evolved across 3 governments. At the outset, let me say that I do apologize on behalf of Maldivians, and including, if I may say, the Maldivian government, as they have said in their statement that we do not wish to offend, and particularly we hold Prime Minister Modi in great respect. I think President Muiz himself has been very clear, and I know he will take whatever action necessary.
And I think this is a very sad incident, which should not happen actually, because when you are in an elected position, you should not engage as an activist. So you have to be more responsible, and also these degrading remarks towards the global leader, Prime Minister Modi, and as well as racist comments against Indian citizens, is not acceptable. So we built our tourism on the basis of tolerance and harmony and friendship and hospitality. So this is not acceptable at any level.
And the comments against the Prime Minister sparked an outrage back in India. Many celebrities, including actors Salman Khan, Akshay Kumar, came out in support of the Prime Minister, asserting that it's time to explore islands in India. They also asked why India must tolerate such unprovoked hate. Subsequently, the Indian government also raised the issue with the Maldivian administration. The centre maintains that the attempt was only to promote tourism in India, and that they will put all stops in their bid to make Lakshadweep a world-class tourist destination.
प्रधानमंत्री जी की जो लक्षद्वीप की यात्रा रही, उसने भारत के बहुत सारे लोगों को और देश दुनिया के लोगों को अवगत कराया कि भारत में जहां एक तरफ काशी जैसी प्राचीन नगरी है, वहाँ पर दूसरी तरफ एकदम साफ सुंदर बीचेस भी हैं लक्षद्वीप की। एक तरफ प्राचीनतम सभ्यता और सौंदर्य को दिखाने की है, और दूसरी तरफ चंद्रयान और आदित्य L1 जैसे ऑब्जेक्ट्स उड़ाने की भी है।
An MP criticized the image that the Prime Minister put out.
I don't give much credence to such people, except I would say the evolutionary history of India can only be appreciated by the ones who are evolved enough in their spiritual.
लक्षद्वीप ऐसा एक प्रांत है, टूरिज्म दृष्टिकोण से बहुत बड़ा पोटेंशियल है। अभी भी प्रधानमंत्री जी भी लक्षद्वीप विजिट किया है। आने वाले दिन में लक्षद्वीप में टूरिज्म का बहुत बड़ा डेस्टिनेशन होगा। एक केरला से कनेक्टिविटी है, फिर भी एयर कनेक्टिविटी के लिए बहुत प्रयास करें।
Okay, Rishabh is also joining us live on the broadcast. Rishabh, a few minutes ago, in fact, a few hours ago rather, we saw how India really put its foot down. The Maldivian envoy to India was summoned by the MEA. He entered the MEA, left within minutes. Take us through how India has reacted, to this entire incident, to the racist and derogatory comments which have come from the side of Maldives, and what was the Maldivian envoy told?
Well, definitely. Yesterday, Indian High Commissioner in Male communicated India's displeasure to the Maldivian government, and today early morning, 9 a.m. in the morning, the Maldivian envoy to India was seen at South Block, Ministry of External Affairs. And on this cold Monday morning, if you have an envoy at 9 a.m. in the morning, it's not going to be a pleasant meeting, that is for sure. This is what the sources suggest us. Apart from that, what we know that India has officially handed over its displeasure to the High Commissioner of Maldives, telling them that whatever has evolved in last 2 to 3 days, the way there has been disrespect thrown at the Prime Minister of country, that is not going to go down well between India and Maldives. India is very clear that we are not going to let go of your ministers who are, disrespecting Indian Prime Minister, calling him names, and suspension, just suspension won't suffice. Your action, you need to send more stern action. Remember, this is also happening, just on the day when Maldivian president is traveling to China. As the president says that all the new Maldivian presidents have always made their first official visit to India. But this time rather, Mizizu, who has just taken over as the president of Maldives, not only made an anti-India statement and rhetoric that during his campaigning, but after he won the election, he first went to Turkey, then to for COP28 to Dubai, and now to China. In a way, Maldives is trying to snub India, but one thing is very clear: the Maldivian mature politicians and the bureaucrats do understand that India happens to be the first responder in any crisis that Maldives face, and hence what's happening.
And Rishabh, why don't you hold on to that thought? We'll come back to that point as well. The sort of China inkling for as Maldives is concerned. But when we speak of the Lakshadweep Rao, celebrities have also come out online in support of India and support of the Prime Minister. Aditi, over to you. Take us through some of the tweets.
Right. From B-Town celebs to everybody from the sports fraternity and others have come in support of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's vision to boost local tourism. And over here we have Ranbir Singh reacting to it. He says, this year let's make 2024 about exploring India and experiencing our culture. There is so much to see and explore across the beaches and the beauty of our own country. Chalo India, let's explore India Island. This is the hashtag that every celeb is using. Then we have the reaction coming in of Virendra Sehwag as well. He says, whether it be the beautiful beaches of Udupi, Paradise Beach in Pondicherry, Neil and Havelock Islands in Andaman, and many other beautiful beaches throughout our country, there are so many unexplored places in Bharat which have so much potential with some infrastructure support. Bharat is known for converting all Apada into Afsar, and this dig at our country and our Prime Minister by Maldives ministers is a great Afsar for Bharat to create just the necessary infrastructure to make them attractive to tourists and boost our economy. Now, these are the images that have been shared. You can see how beautiful India is in these pictures. Reacting to him is none other than the big B of Bollywood, Amitabh Bachchan. He says, Virupaji, this is so relevant and in the right spirit of our land. Our own are the very best. I have been to Lakshadweep and Andamans, and they are such astonishingly beautiful locations, stunning water beaches, and the underwater experience is simply unbelievable. हम भारत हैं, हम आत्मनिर्भर हैं, हमारी आत्मनिर्भरता पे आंच मत डालिए, जय हिंद. This is the direct message that everybody from India is giving to these Maldives minister who think India can't compete to Maldives.
Well, absolutely. So, of course, strong reactions coming in from celebs, be it the world of Bollywood or be it sportsmen, all of them speaking in one tune. Thank you, Aditi, for taking us through those tweets. However, even as Maldivian politicians are condemning these comments against the Prime Minister, it appears that there is no end to domestic politics. This is back in India, where remember the Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge, he went on to call the Prime Minister's visit to Lakshadweep a mere photo op, and former External Affairs Minister Salman Khurshid refused to condemn these comments when questioned on the same. Meanwhile, the Yuddha faction of the Shiva Sena asked whether it's the actors now who will decide India's foreign policy, and says that they hope that the Prime Minister will visit, and his visit will actually end up increasing the footfall when it comes to Lakshadweep, and it's not constricted to just a few tweets.
मोदी जी कभी समंदर में वहाँ पर जाके या स्विमिंग करने का दिखाते हैं फोटो सेशन, कभी अभी कंस्ट्रक्शन हो रहा है मंदिरों का, वहाँ पर जाके वहाँ फोटो निकाल लेते हैं, कभी केरला में निकाल लेते हैं, कभी बम्बई में निकाल लेते हैं। हर जगह जाकर नए नए ये अपने वस्त्र पहन के हर जगह से फोटो रोज आप तो देखते रहे होंगे, आप भी तंग आए होंगे भाई कितने बार इतनी सूरत देखना, फिर भी वो सूरत बताने का वो नहीं छोड़ते।
जो भी हमारे स्टेट हमारे मुल्क की हमारी कंट्री के जो भी लीडरशिप कोई किसी बात को बाहर कहती है या उस पर कोई टिप्पणी कहीं से आती है तो उसको हम आगे नहीं बढ़ाते हैं, क्योंकि ये हमारा नेशनल इंटरेस्ट का और नेशनल प्रतिभा का सवाल है, इस पर हम डिस्कशन नहीं करते।
सर, इंडिया अगर अपने टूरिज्म साइट्स की बात करता है तो इस पर मालदीव को क्यों एतराज?
नहीं, एतराज है कि नहीं, वो आगे बातचीत होगी, हर चीज बातचीत से डायलॉग से सॉल्व होगी।
Then you compare that, look, Rajiv Gandhi went with his family on a vacation, but here is the Prime Minister who doesn't take a vacation. But when you go there, posing for cameramen, sitting there changing your clothes for a photo shoot, what else is that? That's a vacation. But you present it as a very hard-working Prime Minister. So I think this doublespeak should end, this hypocrisy should end. We have no problem if the Prime Minister is on leave. Perhaps that is the only time when the country will heave a sigh of relief when the Prime Minister takes a vacation.